So now that we have channels, content, and a hub that is set to match our branding, let's look at managing our users. First, we need to invite users to join our hub. Go to Channels and Users, then Users. From here, you can invite a single user or import a list of users to your hub all at once. Remember, users have to be invited to your hub before they can be added into any channels. Let's look at inviting a single user first. Select Invite. Fill out the user's first and last name and their email address. You can assign them to be a specific Builder user role here. For more information on Builder roles, check out the Managing Builder Roles video. Many of the users you invite will be registered users, so I'm going to keep this as registered user. Next, you can add them to channels by using this drop-down here. When they accept your invitation, they'll automatically be joined to these channels as well as any default channels that are set up in the hub settings. Lastly, you can add a custom message to them if you would like to. This message will display in the email invitation. Great! Now all that's left to do is send the invite by selecting Invite. After you invite the user, they will receive an email in their inbox that looks like this. This is where your custom message displays. The user can select the link in their email and sign in using their temporary password. Sometimes users won't get the invitation in their inbox. It may go to their spam. In the launch portion of this course, we tell you how to make sure your users know how to look out for the invitation email and minimize the chance of them missing it. Now let's take a look at how to import a list of users. Why would you want to bulk import users? Well, you may have a mailing list of people that want to hear from you. That would be a great place to start, inviting people to join your hub. After all, you're going to be engaging with them there, so it makes sense to import that list and get them in first. To import a list of users, select Import. Here is where you can select a file that has all of your users' information. The accepted file formats can be seen here. Take a look at this example I created in Excel. Notice in my sheet, I have the first name in one column, last name in another, and email in the last column. This is all I need in order to import a list of new users. If you have phone numbers as well, that's great, but it's not necessary to bulk import users. Once you select your file, it will bring you to the Import Details page. This is where you will match the columns in your document to the information that will be used to import your users to your hub. If your file has headers like mine does, you can select My File Has Headers to get rid of the first field. Now assign a category for the data. Click the drop-down and apply the correct category. This is pretty straightforward for my document. First name, last name, and email. If your document has many headers, you may have to ignore some fields. I always recommend cleaning up your document before importing into the hub. Once you're done mapping these fields, select Continue. The builder will take a look at your list, and if there are any users who are on that list but are already users of your hub, they will be ignored. For users who are not yet a part of your hub, you can select the box at the top to select all users, or select only the users from your list that you would like to invite. Once your users are selected, select Send Invite to Contacts. Here is the last step in this process. Customize the welcome email that gets sent to your users. Use the text editor to add bullet points, links, images, and more. Remember, this email will also have a link to your hub and a temporary password for them to use to log in. Once your email is customized, select the Invite button to send your invitation email to all of the users you selected on the previous page. This page will remain open until all invitations have been sent out. So if you import a long list, be patient as it will take some time. You can always open up the builder in a different tab if you need to continue doing work. What happens if a user loses their invitation email? Well, you can resend the invitation. Find the user in the builder and select the three-dot menu next to their name. Then select Resend Invite. This will send them a brand new invite. If a user logs in but forgets their temporary password, you can send them a forgot password email from this three-dot menu as well. The user has the ability to reset their own password by selecting the Forgot Password button when logged out of the hub. Some clients find that their users prefer to contact them instead of resetting their password themselves. That's why we created this feature. And that's it! Now go invite some users to your hub.